So I'm talking today with Colin McCullough, who is going to be doing a fabulous program for us this month, all about veggie burgers and sausages. So thanks for joining me today, Colin. It's great to see you.
Yeah, good to see you again.
We're here in the heat of summer, and it's just a great time to be cooking outdoors. So while we've done some programs with you recently where we were enjoying smoothies and sauces and awesome desserts, nothing really says summer like having, firing up the grill and doing some cooking on it. And one of the great things about veggie burgers and veggie sausages is that everybody can enjoy them. I'm sure there's lots of people who may want to learn how to cook these who, it's really easy to throw a hunk of meat on a grill if that's something that you're okay with. But it's, they may be just confused or not know what to do with they're just going to throw a carrot on the grill. What are they doing? So when did you start making veggie burgers? How long have you been doing this?
Well, I've been vegan for 25 years, and I kind of started out buying the Boca burgers and the stuff at the store, and I like that stuff. If I come to a cookout and they have it, then I'm happy to eat that. But I do try to eat sort of less processed if I can, and so in the recipes that I've developed and in the cookbook that I wrote. I have a lot of different recipes for different veggie burgers, but, I'm really not trying to copy, like the Boca burger or like the Impossible burger, Beyond Burger, people know that. So these are kind of more, whole grain and bean recipes that, you put it in the food processor and then make patties out of it. And, that would be something that you could, bring to any potluck, any barbecue, or, I'll just make a batch and put them in the freezer and then just have them on hand whenever I want that. So, there's different recipes for veggie burgers. You can use all kinds of different combinations, and we'll go over all of that in the class, but that, and also I have different recipes for veggie sausages. So
I'm really excited to learn about those. I've made a few. I've done some seitan sausages before. Do you use a lot of wheat gluten as your base, or I have seen actual carrot dogs too, where people literally, it looks like they baste the carrot and then do it. I'm not sure. I've heard people really like that, but I like something a little bit more, I think, crafted.
Yeah, I suppose the carrots, if you put a lot of, mustard and ketchup and relish all over it, then it probably wouldn't even matter that much. But
it's all about the fixins for most of my whenever I eat it. I haven't always been vegan, although I've been vegan myself for quite a long time, as you know. But it's always been about the fixins. I'm always about good fixins. But a good sausage is also like just with a good mustard on top of it is awesome. So what do you use as the base for a lot of your sausages?
It's wheat gluten, but it's kind of a mix of different things. So a lot of the times I'll use tofu in combination with wheat gluten. So wheat gluten, if you make sausages out of that, it tends to be really dense. So if you cut it with tofu, and wheat gluten is kind of a processed ingredient. So I'm trying to use more whole food ingredients and kind of cut down on that. So, if you use tofu, then it just makes a much better consistency, much chewier texture. It's really nice.
And I'm sure, like the mousse that you were showing us, when you put tofu in a sausage, I bet you most people who don't have much experience with tofu and swear they don't like tofu at all wouldn't even know that that's what they were eating.
That's
Is that
right.
true?
Yeah.
You think? Have you? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you cut it open, there's not like chunks of tofu in there, so
it doesn't look like the bottom of your miso soup. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really just kind of healthy alternatives to what we're used to putting on the grill.
Healthy and welcoming for everybody. They're really tasty, and they're something that everybody can enjoy. So if you have maybe some vegetarians come into your cookout, or you just have people who like to eat healthy, there's lots of reasons people might enjoy these recipes. So.
Yeah.
I know that sometimes, and I'm sure you'll talk about this in the class, but it's sometimes when you're cooking with vegetables on a grill, they don't always hold together as well. So I don't know if you have any tips if people are cooking before, if they watch this and just go inspired to go do it on their own. One of the things that I know I've noticed is sometimes even like the Prager burgers or some of the other ones, they fall apart a little bit. You need to be a little more delicate in your grill technique. But
yeah. Well, a lot of the veggie burgers that I like to make, the whole grain, whole food versions, usually I will tell people, if you're going to put it on a grill, just put it on a piece of tin foil or something, because they're not gonna hold together as well as something like an Impossible Burger, like that holds together really well, or like a Beyond Burger, a Boca Burger holds together really well. There's a lot of processed ingredients in there, so it kind of helps to bind it all together. If you're using the more natural ingredients, then it's a little more delicate, but you can cook it on the grill on the aluminum foil. You can put it in an air fryer, which is what I do a lot. You can pan fry it. You can put it in an oven. So there's all kinds of different options. But yeah, I wouldn't go throwing it around.
Yeah, I suppose if you need to throw it around, you should probably stick to portobellos or pineapple rings or eggplant or potatoes. There's lots of great vegetables that are fabulous on the grill.
Yeah.
As long as you cut them big enough that they don't fall through the grates. I always every summer is not complete until I've dropped at least one potato slice in between into the fire. But so this is the joy of summer cooking.
Yeah.
Well, I'm super excited that we'll be doing this and sharing the skills with everybody. Thank you, Colin. I'm sure it's going to be a great class. So we should mention we are so grateful for the support of the Boston Vegetarian Society because we know they like to eat healthy as well and share tips for how you can eat healthy on a plant-based diet. So they're helping get the word out. And we also have great support from the Friends to make this happen, the Friends of the Library. So we'll give thanks before the program starts, but it's always nice to have a little moment to give them a shout out here as well. So
you bet.
Great. Well, thank you, Colin. I look forward to it. We're going to have a great summer.
All right. Thank you.